Hi everybody, this is Ismael. It's been a while since I've done a video, and one of the reasons for that is I've been extremely busy with just teaching, working, and family responsibilities like everybody. I have a life outside of just my work as an art teacher. But I wanted to talk today a little bit about the importance of just doing art. If you're an art teacher like myself, I consider myself first an artist before an art teacher. Of course, you should be an artist prior to being an art teacher. Now, that doesn't mean that if you're someone who has fallen in love with the profession, you consider yourself more importantly an art teacher or visual arts teacher, that's any lesser than, let's say, being an artist. Full-time or professional artist. In any way am I trying to say that one is less than the other. However, for myself, and this is just for me, and you may agree or disagree for yourself depending on what your likes and interests are, I feel I need to be an artist first. And I was an artist first before I even considered becoming a visual arts teacher. But as a visual arts teacher, I have found myself busy, as most visual art teachers are, with creating lessons, finding new strategies to perfect what I teach in the classroom. And I teach in a middle school. I teach particularly 6th graders, and I teach about 300 of them a week. So I have to kind of really make sure I have engaging lessons, and it takes time to write and to put together a good unit and a good set of lessons, and to not only give students skills, basic skills in the use of a medium, but also get them to a place where they can create something from that medium, whatever it may be, you know. What I have found in the course of my life and in teaching is that it doesn't always give you room if you want to also create your own art. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't make time. You can. And I think what I'm come to see is that I have to make time to create art. Sometimes I come home, I'm tired, of course, like everybody, you know, long day of work, and when you're dealing with children, it can be very draining at times, very rewarding, but draining too. So it's really important that you're able to teach and create art that's interesting, at the same time find room for yourself as a human being, as a person who loves art, to create your own art. I've always felt very strongly that if you are an art teacher, visual arts teacher, doesn't matter what grade you are, you should be creating art. You should be at least drawing or sketching or going to museums and really experiencing this beautiful area and this thing that you have passion for, which is the visual arts. So for me, and I hope I'm articulating this as well as I can, that I think it's really important that I always have my sketchbooks handy. You know, I have my little watercolor set here that I like so much. It's very cool. I kind of attach it to my pad. I have a little board. I'll try to do it. This is actually a field artist watercolor set that I really like very much. But I'm also always always have handy my pencils, which inside, I don't want to tip it too much, only, oh, let me go this way. But I have a large eraser in there. I have blending stumps. I have a blade so I can sharpen my pencils. And then I also have here, besides regular wooden pencils, I have a charcoal, I have a Conte pencil, and I have mechanical pencils, as well as a I don't know if you could see it here, but a pencil holder. So those things are really important when I go out and draw. And mostly when I go out, I like to draw, then come back and work on something specific if I'm interested in it. And of course, if it's not this type of thing where I'm going out and drawing, I want to go to a museum. And it's been hard lately because there's only so much you could do on a weekend, you know, when you have other responsibilities at home. And it's understandable that sometimes you can't get a chance to do anything. You have to take care of your home. You know, you may have responsibilities or chores that you have to do around the house. And if you have children, of course, that takes a bit of time, right? Being with your kids and spending time with them and your loved ones and things like that. And of course, things occur in life, you know, that have to be attended to. But what I would like to say is, I encourage you, if you're a visual arts teacher and you haven't already gone out and sketched or drawn something or gone to a museum or done something artistic for yourself, this is not for anybody else, but for you, I would tell you, please go and do it. I'm kind of fortunate. I live kind of near a park. I love trees, so I get a chance to sketch trees. If I see people, I try to sketch people, or, you know, whatever is nearby, whatever is there. And I think also, you know, when it comes to reading good books on art, I think it's also really important to try to find things that will encourage you. One of the things that I'm trying to do very hard, one of the things that I realize with technology that I have found more and more difficult is that, you know, you get drawn because of the things in the news and YouTube and and I'm not talking about things that I'm learning, but let's say the news, you know, Facebook, all this amazing social media that's out there. All of that is good, but it could be very draining, and it could take your time very quickly. You know, I could spend an hour or two or more just watching the news or watching something or whatever. I've been trying to get back to my guitar, which I like to play, and get back to my lessons in learning how to play. But if I'm watching something on TV or if I'm stuck to the computer, when I'm caught by, you know, or engaged more or less by the internet or TV or whatever, it really does become something that can rob you of valuable time. And I'm really thinking very seriously of either limiting my amount of time, actually timing myself, how much time I'm spending on there, outside of research, outside of the things that I need to do, which is really important when I'm researching visual arts information or whatever, you know, dealing with my profession. But also realizing that, you know, time is something to really treasure, and if you can spend an hour or two drawing and painting and doing something that helps you grow, I think that's better. That's a better time of or that's a great time of investing in yourself. And you're really the most important thing you can invest in anyway, is your own development, your own growth as a person. And if you're a visual arts teacher, you should be drawing, painting, sculpting, whatever it is that you love to do in the arts, do it. And do it wholeheartedly, and do it as long as you can. And, you know, of course, do everything else that you need to do. And not to put down everything on social media, but limit your time. I mean, really, do you have to spend a lot of time with it? Not unless you're talking with family or getting reconnected or whatever, you know, something like that. I think it's very easy to be caught in that stream of social media, that you can get lost, and time goes like that, and the hour that you had to draw, the hour that you had to play an instrument is gone, and the opportunity is gone forever, so you can't get that hour back. So I'm really trying to make my schedule more fitting of my artistic and my desire to really develop as an artist personally, and also as I work in becoming a better visual arts teacher, and just spending more time with those people I love as well, because I think being with others is so important. And if you're a creative person, a creative soul out there, you can learn a great deal from other people, and it feeds me creatively, and I'm hoping I said that right, and at the same time it helps me just on a very good mental health way as well. You know, we all need people, and we need to talk, and we need to share, and have good times with others as well, right? So I hope this video helped a little bit in why it's important for you as a visual arts teacher to really get yourself motivated on your own development. And I can't stress it enough. If you're a visual arts teacher, you need to be doing art. And if you're not doing art, well, shoe on you, shame on you. Oh, shoe on you? That's not a word. Shame on you. Try. Make an effort. 10 minutes a day, you could do that. You could take 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or more. But if all you have is 10 minutes, you could take 10 minutes to sketch something. Write down something, some ideas for a project. You know, so you always have time, but you have to make it. So it's all about where your passion is, where your desire is as an artist, and as an art teacher, you know. So I wish you the best. And if you like this channel, please click the button below and subscribe. And if you'd like to support more videos like this, please sponsor me through Patreon. And have a great and wonderful day.